Welcome to AshleyTalks Supercut number 7. Today we talk about TED Talks. Many of you probably watched TED Talks before, and some of you are even subscribed to that fantastic channel. So how many of you are wondering how to become a TED speaker? Today we're going to discuss all that. So now you're wondering how to actually start and how to apply to be at TEDx. There will usually be a form, and each independently organized TEDx have their own website. For example, TEDx Wanchai has their own website. You will go there and they will call for nominations. Usually what they want you to fill in is they want you to fill in the idea that you want to share. What is that expertise? What is that journey? What is that message? What is that gift you want to give audience? Something original, something that is going to change lives. The second stage is after the application period is over, TEDx will shortlist a couple of applicants and they will actually commence interviews. You get on the call with one of TEDx organizers and they ask you questions about your proposed topic, about that expertise and that gift that you want to share with the audience. After the interview, you're waiting for another couple of weeks and then the speakers are announced. So you will be confirmed as a speaker and they will once again confirm the dates and the logistics. And after that, you will have a team meeting. You will again see each other and meet other speakers as well. And only after that, the TEDx speakers will actually be announced to the public and revealed, and then the event sales and ticket sales will begin and commence. So start searching for TEDx in your local city, start applying and get the wheel rolling. Finally, you've arrived at the most exciting and difficult part of TED Talk. You are going to start to prepare. You've got 3 types of TED Talks you can deliver, roughly. Number 1 being explore. So it's an exploration trip. You take them on a journey. You explore it together. You are investigative journalists or Sherlock Holmes together and you're learning and it's fun. Number 2, this can be explanation. When you explain complex ideas, or when you are in science or technology and you want to bring that in simple words to people, that's the explanation talk. And number 3 is inspiration. So the talk that inspires to change and to learn. So you pick your favorite one or you also mix and match. Here's a couple of do's. Be personal, be vulnerable. Also include some unexpected elements in your story. A shift, a change that happens somewhere in between. Be humorous. That also helps. What you cannot do is 2 major things. Number 1, try to promote yourself. Never promote yourself. It's not a self-promotional platform. Number 2, keeping your ego in the center is going to destroy you. So ego out. Once your talk is written and your story is confirmed, don't forget that you also need to prepare the slides and they need to be wow. Besides that, you can bring props, and this is also something to consider. You want people to remember your talk. Remember that they are sitting there the whole day listening to 15, 20 speakers, and of course it's a lot of information. You want to wow them. And of course for the audience that is watching it online, you want to explain the idea much better. So slides and props. And while it all sounds like a lot, don't worry. You're not going to be walking that journey alone. In fact, TEDx will assign you a coach and they will give you a buddy who is usually a former TEDx speaker to help. So with your coach, you will be working closely together. With my coach, Vincent, we met up for coffee and we discussed my story. Then he gave me an assignment and a very tight deadline. So I had to actually type my whole talk and I had to send it to him. He would review it. And you will go through a couple of very intense weeks of back and forth where they're going to give you feedback and you're going to be adjusting your talk. You don't need to rewrite it completely. They're not going to be feeding their ideas, but they're definitely going to give a couple of really important pointers. So you're going to do it with your coach. They will also tell you what is the best way to prepare slides, how to dress, and they will share this magic formula that your opening and closing are the most important parts of the talks. So that's where you would put a lot of effort. And then after that is confirmed and your script is finalized and your coach is happy with it and you are happy with it, you go and you learn it by heart. Yes, I'm not kidding. You record it, you record yourself. They request you to send an audio, they request you to send a video, they request you to practice in front of other people and do all that. For me, I've been speaking publicly since I can remember for many years, but TEDx is a completely different experience. You only have 12 minutes to share an important idea. So you need to stage a lot of those concepts and a lot of those processes. So do practice, do learn it by heart, and follow this process because it's going to be extremely, extremely rewarding. You will feel the difference instantaneously. And finally, it is the big day. You arrive and adrenaline is rushing through your veins. You remember all your script, hopefully, and all the advice that other speakers and your coaches gave you. You're not dressed in stripes or don't have a lot of colors in your dress. You come in plain, beautiful outfit. You don't wear black because it doesn't agree with camera and the background. So you are there dressed comfortably, nicely. You don't have huge jewelry and crazy stuff. You're prepared. You know, you are ready. And then you step onto the red dot. 600 people are watching you live, sometimes it's even more, and you deliver your talk. You deliver it as if you're sharing with friends. You deliver it from the personal experience. You deliver it because you want these people to understand that idea that is worth sharing. You want to give them a gift. I've seen so many speakers getting off stage and saying, I blew it. It was horrible. I wasn't on script. The point is not to be on script. The point is to share to the best ability that you have and let people understand. When I got off the stage a couple of weeks ago, I also thought that I blew it. The first half of the talk was as we planned it, but the other half of the talk was pretty much intelligent improvisation. But I received a lot of positive feedback and people loved it and people got the message. So that gets you very, very exciting. What happens during the whole day? Some speakers stay for the whole day and they listen to presentations before theirs and after theirs. I personally was preparing for my talk in the morning, so I only came for my session and I stayed later. After the event, there's of course an after party, so you can finally relax and you can mingle with coaches, you can mingle with your buddies, you can mingle with the audience. It all goes great. You finally feel that relief and that happiness and pure joy. And then it will take about 4 to 5 weeks for the organizers to actually edit your video and confirm it with TED Official, because they will be the ones putting it up online on their official YouTube channel. So once that happens, you will have another opportunity to share your talk with even more people. And hopefully it's gonna get thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of views. Not because you want to promote yourself, but because your idea is worth sharing. Finally, we arrived at a place where it's after TED. Your life after TED will never be the same again. First of all, because TED Talk is such a different exercise, you will actually be trained to be a better speaker. You will make your idea much more clear and you will be able to share it much better. So a lot of people, after that experience, never go back to their ordinary selves. They actually become professional speakers or go out to do business by themselves. So that's number one. Number two, you're building a fantastic network of other speakers and people that support that initiative, which is very important because, again, your peer group makes you and you make your peer group. Number three, it gives you a lot of recognition and exposure as well. Recognition for the idea that you have. You are an expert on what you're talking about, and that is absolutely fantastic and rewarding if you are taking and applying it right. And of course, exposure, because TED provides this platform to share ideas. You can reach global audience with millions of views if your idea and if your talk is hitting the right note. But most importantly, it's really this opportunity to share what you have to say and reach so many people out there and hopefully change their lives for better. So that is why after TEDx and after speaking at TED, very few people go back to normal life. It's never the same again. Do it. I've done it and I absolutely loved it. I'm sure that if I can do it, you can do it too. If you want even more information about becoming TEDx speaker, I strongly recommend to check out this book by Chris Anderson, head of TED, where he talks you and walks you through so many tips and tricks. And of course, don't forget checking out blog posts and a lot of TEDx videos by other speakers. Go get them.
The idea of Dragon Girl on Ashley's TED Talk.
And you need role models to look up to and draw inspiration from. I encourage you to create your own role model.
You are looking at that girl, one day you will become the girl who you wanted to be. I think it's really inspiring me. It's important for me to create a clear goal no matter work or life. And I'm going to create my girl.
She started her speech with interesting story from life and even show us a vivid illustration drawn by herself, a dragon Ashley. Yes, Ashley loves drawing so much. And when I was listening, I started pondering, is there any limitation for female? What can I do for my personal career? And I learned a lot, and I'm so proud of Ashley.
We spoke about becoming a TEDx speaker and what this whole TED Talk concept is all about. You know enough to move ahead. Thank you for staying with us and don't forget to stay tuned for more Ashley Talk to come. Have an awesome day and we'll see each other soon.